PFT Media.
You're wondering why there's a bunch of people in Austin, Texas with communist flags out in the street on May Day.
Yeah.
And you don't know what May Day is.
No, why? God, now you're giving me a fucking complex.
Well, you're not getting a complex. It's a perfect example of the brainwashing that, like, the American school system and all. Well, technically, May Day in the United States, technically, Labor Day is called Loyalty Day. You should actually type that up, Brittany, and pull up the Joe Biden Loyalty Day oath or Loyalty Day announcement. Well, you ever heard of Labor Day, Britt?
Yeah.
Labor Day is May Day. It's supposed to be in May when the rest of the world has union solidarity, like Labor Day, like the day for labor.
Yeah.
But in the United States, to make sure we don't associate it with like communism and red people and stuff like that, they moved it to September.
Yeah, because it was the Second International that made it official. Made May 1st after the Haymarket Affair.
Damn.
Which,
all right.
Great stuff.
I'm looking for this Joe Biden.
Haymarket thing was in the United States.
Yeah, Chicago, I think, right?
The Second International was not, though. The Second International is not. It's a sign of solidarity for American workers who got killed by the state, and then our government has now moved it. And then yesterday, Joe Biden released that it was Loyalty Day.
You're my Don Quixote for sure.
I am very much a Don Quixote of this podcast for sure.
I love it, dude. I like just being
definitive. I am chasing a salvation that'll never come. That girl I'm talking to, she has COVID. She got COVID
nice.
Right now. I'm gonna be jokerfied, y'all, if she dies from fucking COVID. I left the dog at Amber's house. She stresses me out on the drive back.
Yeah.
And yeah. Well, I forgot about the sun, y'all. I forgot about how hot it is riding around. And it's man, that shit will take it out of you.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking mow the grass tomorrow and shit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I was mowing my mom's grass when I was there because my mom lives on this huge. Fucking lips got faster than my brain. My mom lives on this huge plot of land, right? And you can just get on this fucking old ass riding lawnmower she's got and just mow the grass and listen to podcasts. It was awesome. She's like, "You're being so helpful." I'm like, I get to listen to.
It's a riding lawnmower. It's not really the same.
I know. I'm like,
I'm gonna take a weed whacker out front until I overheat, and I'm gonna come inside and relax for a little bit.
I used to use
again.
The push one when I lived down there.
I got one of them too,
but then they got me the push one that like goes by itself, and I'm like,
I got one of them. That's the one I got, but it's funky. I need to work on it some. But
yeah, the thing in India is like I'm seeing it get more and more news coverage. And thinking about it, you guys were talking about it like 3-4 weeks ago. It's taken 3 or 4 weeks for the rest of the world.
It's
not great.
Yeah, Bill Gates sucks really bad.
Yeah,
and
I think people are figuring.
I'm not saying like what should happen to him, but if something happened to him and his head was in a different place than the rest of them, I would be okay with it.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't volunteer for the search party for who did it.
No,
and I wouldn't say I'd harbor the fugitive or nothing, but I certainly wouldn't get up to go look for him.
I remember
I'd be okay with quartering in that place. I can go against the Third Amendment for that one.
I was defending him like 4 weeks ago.
It's
my brain cannot be trusted. I mean, you say that all the time. I think you mean it in a completely different fashion, but my brain.
Well, I can't. I do mean it in that way because sometimes you build these parasocial relationships with the ideas of these people because it feels so much better to think that there's some rich dude out there who just gives it all up for the world or whatever, and then you find out no, he's just doing it to protect his patent law that keeps him rich. And
he gave his money away, right? He gave like $100 billion or whatever away, right?
Yeah.
But where did he give it to? His foundation, which is tax protected. And they're actually, I think they're one of like the most profitable nonprofits in the world.
Incredibly.
They're so
profitable.
big that I was watching this thing on Vox earlier about like it was called like how the rich countries are making the pandemic last longer, and they were naming all the rich countries that are paying for this COVAX thing. You guys probably know about that.
That COVAX, it's a fucking scam.
Yeah, it's the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is so big that when they were listing the top richest countries, they listed their foundation.
As a country, and what's funny is, they say he gave away his money. Thing. He didn't actually give away his money. He gave away shares in his own company, right? And he retained some shares himself. But hey, here's the thing: because them shares of the Melinda Gates Foundation have in Microsoft, right? That keeps Microsoft's share price up high.
Yeah.
So that keeps his own personal, what was left of his money, up high.
Yeah.
Because he didn't actually give cash; he gave shares in the company, which, by the way, count against his taxes.
Yeah.
Forever. It's the same thing with Zuckerberg.
If you give away $100 billion in shares, that's a lot of write-offs.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's not money; it's shares. It was never money.
Yet they're on Ben Shapiro this week talking about how fucking the poor are the ones that don't pay their fair share.
Yeah, because and it's just that's absurd from a dude who's a tax fugitive from California. Didn't he move to Texas too?
Or he is, or going to, or something
somewhere. Yeah. He was going to move from somewhere. It's just.
I do like hearing about how bad the elites are from a guy who went to Harvard Law.
Yeah, I know it is.
It was just a panel of a bunch of white guys.
A bunch of rich white guys who've never had real jobs, all media guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real with y'all, folks. Even if this turned into something big, I'll never count this as a job. And what Ben Shapiro does is not a job.
It's not labor.
It's not labor. All right. It is mental labor somewhat. And it is time. It is a time suck at times, but it's not a fucking real job like that. You get tired, but it's a whole different thing. And it's like, no.
You guys don't do the job part of the show. I do.
But even that part really ain't that's not that bad.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not. It's like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing.
Not the clips, but
the clips is a whole different thing. That's okay. The clips is something you want to do for the TikTok thing. A podcast is not the fucking, you know what I mean? That's a whole different story. But it's like your bread tubers, friend. Your Twitch guy ain't working.
Hassan?
He's not. Yeah. That's a job, but
I think he even says that.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. And it's just but render unto Caesar, y'all. It's the world we live in, not the world we want to.
But isn't that what we want to do?
Because we need that YouTube.
We want to make this our job.
Oh yeah. I do. Because that allows me a lot more freedom, a lot more flexibility to be, a troublemaker for stuff in good positive ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you get that posting up, get that posting game going.
Exactly. It's one of these things. If I can do this from a motel room somewhere, supporting something or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, me and Tim and Da Nang.
Exactly. Or Des Moines, Iowa, where there's a picket going on or whatever. I come out there and fucking get on a bullhorn and roast executives of other companies or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
awesome. Your Pinkertons taste great.
You didn't finish the Joe Biden Loyalty Day thing. Bring that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I found it.
That's pretty.
I found it. This is this is what our government puts out on what's it called on May Day. A proclamation on Loyalty Day in 2021. On Loyalty Day, we celebrate our allegiance to the project of this great nation and the democratic ideals woven in the fabric of our Constitution. The same Constitution that said black people were worth 3/5 and a bunch of other things. That said women couldn't vote and all that other stuff. Only white men would land. As Americans, we do not command loyalty, but seek to earn it through our actions. That is a goddamn lie, including by living up to the principles enshrined in our Constitution and respecting the will of the people as reflected in the democratic process. We didn't have direct election of senators fucking until like 70 years after that or whatever. Drawn together by the promise of equality, freedom, and justice, we are a nation of shared ideals and strong, resilient people. Here in America, loyalty does not mean fealty to any one leader or political party, nor does it mean unthinking praise or willful ignorance of our shortcomings. It means loyalty to our common ideals and to one another. It means standing united as one people, even as we cherish our differences and respect dissent.
Might edit in some powerful music.
You should. Our country is a diverse tapestry of many cultures, heritage, religion, and languages, brought together around the values and ideals we all share as Americans. Together, we celebrate our differences and draw strength from our common commitment to perfecting our union. No matter what challenges come our way, our nation holds stronger, bound by our Constitution and the rule of law, uplifted by individual liberties and the promise of justice. We have worked hard in each generation to secure, expand, and consecrate by those who sacrifice, preserve, defend, and care for our nation. We see loyalty in the members of our armed forces who selflessly serve in harm's way, and their families who, in the timeless word of the poet John Milton, also serve, who only stand and wait. And our educators who dedicate their lives to maturing young minds, and our first responders who put their lives on the line to save others. And all those who have the courage to call out our nation's imperfections when we fall short, and who continue to push our society to live up to the founding promise of freedom, justice, and equality for all. May 1st is also International Workers' Day, and we honor the workers whose service and sacrifice has helped turn the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. On this day, we show our gratitude to our essential workers and to all of the workers who organized and fought to improve our nation and create a fair and more just society for all, to acknowledge the American ethos of patriotism and the sacrifices so many of our fellow citizens have made. The Congress, by law 85-529, as amended, has designated the first day of May each year as Loyalty Day. On this day, let's reaffirm our commitment to the values that bind us together and honor all those who defend our freedom, those brave Pinkertons. Now, therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, do hereby declare May 1st as Loyalty Day. This Loyalty Day, I call upon the people of the United States to join in this national observance, display the United States flag, and pledge allegiance to the republic for which it stands. In witness thereof, I have heretofore set my hand this 13th day of April in the year of our Lord 2021 and of independence of the United States, the 245th. That is the funniest thing I've ever read in my whole goddamn life. I apologize, y'all, for laughing so hard at that, but that was
I think I'm dead.
That
it was awesome.
that feels just disrespectful. Just to acknowledge the May Day at the end there, just kind of felt like it was hey, remember how my family beat your family to death on the front porch of your house or whatever, the day we killed your great grandpa. We beat him to death and all, and we celebrate that day today. That just felt icky.
Like removed part of my soul.
It just felt disrespectful. That just.
Well, I'm 36 years old. This is the first time I ever heard of this shit.
Don't feel bad. I hadn't heard of it either. I knew that we didn't let them call. I think Richard just TikToked. I knew that we didn't let them call it May Day. I knew that.
Yeah.
And I knew that because Russia has a May Day parade for military stuff. And I never could understand why we didn't have that. The little Russian kids got to have fucking a military parade, and I was real mad about that when I was a fucking little kid.
I thought May Day parade. God, this is fucking how white privileged I am. I thought May Day parade was just a fucking band. I didn't know there was any meaning behind it.
God, I hate this fucking app.
Why is he messaging you? I sent him the link and
he's logging in now.
Oh, okay, cool.
He
don't want to talk to me. He don't like me. Fuck.
Who knows? Goddamn, would you fucking quit with that goddamn shit? You're so defeatist. So instantly defeatist. Jesus.
Because I know.
If we was a fucking apocalyptic regime, I'd be putting you down for defeatism as the aliens were taking us over. Or whatever.
I'd be like,
the gulag. I'd be putting you in the gulag if this were communist dictatorship.
Brittany's definitely the one that got bit, but didn't tell anybody.
For sure.
No, I would tell you because I'd be like, guys, I don't want to die. Somebody fucking put a bullet in my head.
You'd probably
now,
freaking
please.
now. You'd be freaking. Please don't get it off.
I don't know if I had the balls to cut my arm off. I'd definitely be the person. I always act like I would be the best. I'd be like, yeah, man, if I was in Fallout for real, I'd be the best. No, dude, I'd be fucking dead. I'd be in one of them vaults. If I wasn't in the vault, I'd be fucking dead.
You probably if it starts looking like we're
no fucking rad roach, bro. I ain't eating no roaches.
If it starts looking like it's gonna be Fallout's coming for real, y'all, I don't know.
It could.
Listen, listeners, we need to start a compound. All right, we need to quit fucking around. Y'all need to start giving me half of your paychecks every week to put towards the fucking compound out in the woods. We need to start getting this cult off the ground. Or sorry, I mean this fucking leadership opportunity camp. We need to get this shit up off the ground, y'all. Y'all, you know what? Now that I got my second dose in.
The flavor rate is.
Hey, we're gonna have Gatorade, y'all. We're gonna have the fancier.
No, we're gonna have Bai. Let me go get one real quick.
No, they don't make the powder, Brittany. We're gonna have to have the powder. She don't even know the fucking reference. Bai ain't gonna sponsor our cult, Brittany. They're not gonna sponsor the cult. It's not happening.
Hold on.
They're not sponsoring the cult, Brittany. And Bai don't make a powder. It's a powder you mix. That's the whole point of the flavor aid and all.
No, I go through and I open all of them. I put the poison in.
We're not doing poison though. We don't have to.
As you guys are drinking the poison, I pour a little bit of this in mine, and then I.
Nobody's doing poison. We don't have to do poison. We just.
Yeah, the feds aren't rating us yet.
Yeah, we're just
give it time.
Yeah, we're just having Gatorade. It's a beverage to add electrolytes for the Florida heat.
I'm all right on the Gatorade, dude. I like.
Yeah, well, you're not invited. You're not. Listen. We know goddamn well you're not going to be at the compound until it's got air conditioning full time.
I'm going to come visit.
Exactly. Don't even act like you'd be there. But listen, y'all. Some of y'all listen to this.
Everybody at Disney has? The misting fan?
Some of y'all listen to this might want to come live with me now as a compound type thing. I'm letting y'all know I got 2 weeks left until my vaccine full kicks in. And y'all can come stay with me on some Huckleberry Finn shit, and I'll have you paint the fence and all.
Okay.
They're going to work, and I'm not going to do anything.
Deadly respiratory virus.
Yeah, the respiratory virus threat is gone in 2 weeks, and then the threat of me taking over their life and all that can be the threat that takes them out.
All right. Well,
so if you're interested, y'all, in joining the cult, let me know. Shoot me a DM.
Anyway,
we're waiting on.
What's up, Richard?
How's everyone doing? Sorry, I'm late.
That's all right.
I mean, are you really late though?
Yeah, I can edit it, make it look like you're not late. Oh, I drink Dr. Pepper. Yes.
Is this a big deal?
I love Dr. Pepper.
She gets so fucking teamish sometimes. She's looking for a reason to put you another box on the team.
Yeah, check.
Because I drink Coke. I drink Dr. Pepper Zero constantly. I'm drinking one right now, and she doesn't say
don't like it. I don't like the Dr. Pepper. I only drink water, tea, coffee, Dr. Pepper, and now these. Those are the only liquids that go in my body.
I've only seen you drink that.
This is just safer. He's a doctor. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna drink soda, like why drink diet soda? Like fuck it.
Well, because diet soda doesn't have any calories in it.
I get, but it has a bunch of chemicals and shit to make it not.
Everything has a bunch of chemicals in it. I don't know if you were aware of this.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it,
getting radiation beamed into you right now from your Wi-Fi, Brittany. Like what the fuck are you chemicals for?
But I'm not worried about it. That's why I'm like, just go full Dr. Pepper. Fuck the fucking Dr. Pepper Zero.
What do you not think the chemicals in that plastic bottle have not leached out from the sun and they just slowly infecting your bloodstream?
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying. So like,
what, right now?
Who gives a fuck about a little extra chemicals? I'm not looking for them extra calories. I was gonna get the chemicals either way. I'm irradiating myself with like 25 different sources of gamma radiation, all kinds of fucking waves and shit. You know what I mean? Like we got.
Well, that's why I'm a fat fuck, and you lost 100 pounds.
Yeah, I'm still real fat. I'm still real fat.
Yeah,
it doesn't really count. You know, you don't get
lose 100 pounds.
You're still this fat. You don't have 100 pounds to lose. You'd be a fucking skeleton at that point.
Nah, I have 100 pounds.
All right.
Nah, maybe like 60.
That's better.
Anyways, what's up, Richard? What's been going on? Tell us what's going on. We haven't talked to you in a while.
Not much.
Well, there had to have been a reason why. I know there's a bunch of shit going on with your TikTok and stuff. Have you guys been talking about that together?
No,
I guess no.
I just want to have them on again. To be honest with you.
I
don't know anything about that.
I thought I could tell like a bunch of shit's been going on with your TikTok account, and like I don't know. Because
would you get the words on the community guideline right?
Well, not really.
Allegedly, no.
I just heard that the banned hashtag list. All my hashtags are on the banned hashtag list. So
all yours?
Yeah, hashtag PEAB and hashtag American fucking news is all banned.
Those are specifically yours too.
Yeah.
What other ones got banned?
They have a whole massive list. Let me see if I can pull it up. There's a bunch
I know
of
fart and butt got banned.
Is that why Heather uses them?
Are you serious? What kind of Nazi
they actually
Germany
took Heather's
state
live down one time because she had it titled "Gay Fart Butt." That's what all of her lives were titled for fucking like 3 weeks or for 6 months or however long she was doing it.
Yeah.
For a while, like 6 or 8 times she had it just "Gay Fart Butt" was the title of the fucking.
That'll do it.
Dude. But damn, yeah, they got pastry eating ass bitch, man. That's fucking.
Yeah, they got pastry eating ass bitch.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah, but I got to film with a YouTuber, the salon guy up in LA, and he filmed with Jeff Wittick before his whole documentary came out.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about Jeff Wittick.
I figured that was one of the reasons I was here.
No, I thought you guys wanted to talk about how much TikTok sucks.
Well, I just want to talk to Tim anytime I can, to be honest.
See, I told you, Tim.
I know, it's fine. It's fine. I know I'm special and all, and it makes me feel a little bit weird. Like I don't know, for some reason I feel like Miss Frizzle right this second. That might just because we fucking ripped. That second COVID shot. That second COVID shot, y'all, is,
you're gonna start shrinking.
I'm not fucked up, but like I'm like it's not hurting me real bad, but like I definitely am like a half step behind today. Like I was like, oh, fuck.
My mom got her vaccine on Friday, and she was sick all day yesterday.
I ain't been sick or nothing. I've just been like.
But it was the first one, and it was kind of scary because she was like, "What's going to happen when I get my second one?" Because now she's like, "Did I get the second one?"
You should get the second one for sure.
Don't half-ass it.
Yeah, it's like just get the second one. It's really not that bad. You know what's real bad? COVID.
Yeah, like, that one's bad.
Yeah, that one's like real bad. It's
like I'm like, would you rather be sick again for 2 weeks like you were, or sick for a day like you were yesterday?
Yeah, it's like, would you rather get kicked in the nuts, like maybe kind of hard, or would you rather get your ass beat by a bunch of guys? You know, like we don't know if they're gonna stop till you're dead or not. You might just get a little fucked up. You might get fucking.
Or would you rather get kicked in the nuts so hard that your nuts get kicked off?
No, it's not even that. It's like it's literally like we don't know how far it's gonna go. You could just get your ass whipped a little bit, or you could get fucking fucked up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like that one dude might fucking be mad at the world, and he's gonna cut and stomp you. And that's when the ventilator don't work and all.
All right, you want to tell us about Jeff Wittick? I don't know if these guys remember who we talked about. Jeff Wittick. I don't think you guys remember.
He's one of them YouTubers you like, right?
Well, I guess I used to.
Did he? Was he one of the ones that raped somebody or something, or was he not that one, or was it a different one?
He wasn't.
No,
wasn't that one? Okay, good.
Do you want to tell? You tell the story. Yeah. You give us the story.
Is he the one that killed somebody, or is he the one that like watched somebody die?
He's the one that almost died.
He's the one that almost died.
Oh, he was the one on the crane, right? That the fucking dipshit was spinning him around or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that
the
guy.
Millionaire. Yeah. I mean, so I grew up watching them like that because I come from like I was old for the Vine generation, I think, but I was like my generation growing up on YouTube. So it was a trip to like go and film with him. But you could tell he was like really fucked up about it. You could tell he was like, I don't know. I got like a super depressed vibe from him, and he's a great guy. It is funny to me that the dude who went to jail is now the most ethical person in the vlog squad. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
But also that's probably why they tried to kill him. No, that's just...
No, I was saying
like, I don't think he did that. I don't think David did that.
That just seems like a dipshit. That seems like someone that watches too many cartoons and not enough physics movies.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, like I didn't know this, but apparently the crane will stop automatically if it's going too fast.
Yeah,
right.
It was a backhoe, isn't it?
Yeah. So he ran into overdrive. The thing stopped on its own, and then he hit the pole.
Oh, so David wasn't the one that stopped it.
It stopped by itself, but if he was licensed, he would have known that.
Yeah. Who let him on that crane, man?
Money.
Like you can rent them, and like you don't have like you get to rent. We can rent a Bobcat for like $250 and have it dropped off for the weekend. It's not.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, but Bobcat is not the backhoe. Bobcat's a little tractor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant a
also,
physical Bobcat.
No. Bobcat is a
catch
brand of small tractor, friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's honestly,
good. Okay, I just making sure. Man,
You know,
that would have really made my day.
You want to talk about what Big Tim's like exit plan from entertainment might be? Is like if I get enough money, if I get in one movie and I get back home, like if I get a Bobcat money, I might just buy a Bobcat and I might,
Just
I
rent
might
it.
be the Bobcat clearer guy of North Florida or whatever. But Bobcats are cool as fuck, and I'd like to rent one, but I also know that this is what would happen. I'd kill one of y'all. We'd rent a backhoe doing a swimming hole thing. We'd King of the Hill style, put it in the sand pit and then not be able to get out or whatever.
Yeah.
We use it to fucking dig up Robert E. Lee's body or some shit and we get arrested.
Should we not villainize David Dobrik as bad for that? Because I feel like when I was his age, I was doing stupid. I didn't almost kill my friend.
Oh, you were covering up for rapists and almost murdering your friend.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.
She does
How did I forget about that?
Well, I kind of feel like if you really shouldn't do power equipment. Like you can be vilified for fucking it with power equipment like that. Like that's because he didn't rent a Bobcat, he rented a backhoe. A Bobcat is way smaller and won't spin like that. Like it's one of the things like he had to put down a triple-digit deposit on that. Like that's not. I don't know. He went up to too far. He went too far.
Yeah.
No, he did.
He's bad.
The amount of money
bad.
that. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. It's just.
It's not even. It's just. That's just a big piece of equipment, man. You don't drive that. That doesn't get put on your trailer. They have to bring that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, dude. And if you hit someone with your car, you go to prison, let alone with a tractor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's funny. It's weird that he's not in more trouble, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I think spinning
I
something
feel like nobody on this pod right now is forklift certified.
That's true. Shout out
Speak
to
for yourself, buddy. No,
I'm forklift certified.
Well, all right. Hey. And
So,
I'm forklift
Sean, would you not
certified.
agree that would you not agree that renting a backhoe is a little bit above like that's negligent?
Yeah, it's not a thing a YouTuber should do.
Yeah. Like a Bobcat is already too much. Like a Bobcat is already too much. But a Bobcat.
That much money to rent something because he probably rented that, right?
Oh yeah, you don't buy that. That's a very expensive piece of
and he
equipment.
probably rented the land, or maybe had a friend or whatever. Somebody had to bring that there. Wouldn't you be like?
The rental company does. The rental company brings it to you. It comes on the back of a flatbed.
Yeah, and it's
when they give it to you, they're taking your money, and then they're walking away.
Yeah, they don't care. They just rent it to.
Yeah,
they don't really give a fuck
probably have
at all.
insurance that like protects them, correct?
Yeah, because they go, you're liable when you take that thing, and if you fuck up, you have to buy them a backhoe.
Yeah.
That's why you give them a credit. That's why you give them a credit card for deposit and all, and you give them a big deposit you get back when the backhoe comes back.
How much do you think it costs to rent that for the day?
Wow, $1,500.
Yeah,
$2,000.
Okay, that's not that much.
I do think it is funny that someone showed up with this massive piece of equipment on the back of a truck, and they showed up to just a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds that were probably all just like drinking and having fun, and they weren't like, these guys don't look like construction workers. This might be a little weird.
That was what I was getting at. But you came at it from the company perspective. I was thinking there's nobody around David or the Vlog Squad that's like, we just rented this huge thing, and now you guys just want to
$500 a day.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. We can get it. Yeah.
No, they had a way bigger thing than that.
No, I mean that's a 40. These are backhoes, man. That's
But I don't think it was a backhoe. Now that you're showing me that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was.
We'll watch the video. Y'all want to watch the video?
I got boomered because I didn't realize that was.
Yeah, pull it up, I guess, or whatever.
Oh my God, it's the.
You think it was a wheel loader, maybe?
It's Oh shit! I just found the uncensored.
It's still
No,
not.
that thing is fucking big.
Yeah, I found the video. I'll show you. You want me to show you?
All right. Yeah,
I could have a 20,000-pound forklift tomorrow if you want it.
Yeah.
It's this. I think this is the uncensored video, so my bad if it's graphic, but I mean it's really far away, so.
And then it just stops.
No light, it looks fun.
Oh! He just hits the fucking thing.
And then he hangs there from his foot.
Yeah, he said he almost
halfway
he
unconscious.
didn't understand why he was like drowning.
Yeah, here, close that thing. I'll find it. I think that's a fucking backhoe.
In his documentary, it was a little weird that he was like, look at my friends. Look how grateful I am that my friends like ran out to me. And I'm like, those are the guys that like put you in that situation.
Yeah, it's like you see someone get hit by a train, you don't just like keep like, sorry, I gotta go to work. Like you stop and you fucking help. Like it's crazy. But that just shows, I don't know. That just is a reflection of, I don't know, the world we live in today.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of Zane and Heath like on their podcast? Like,
where they're like
kind of laughing about it?
Oh yeah, that pissed me off.
Because those were the two guys that I was the biggest fan of.
It's a
Look how cheap this murder was.
It's an excavator, right?
This is only $1,200.
It's an excavator, and I'd like for y'all to know what I say. $1,500, didn't I? What I say? $1,200, $1,500. Look at that. That's Florida, so I figured California would be a little more expensive. But yeah, it's an excavator. You get a long bucket. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I got an excavator.
Wait, that one, 100,000 pounds. It can lift at the bottom.
Yes, it is. Yes, I believe it is. And 68 feet max digging reach.
At my job, our heaviest machines are like 17,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's
almost 10 times as much.
A lot.
Oh my god!
How much of this can we release, dude? Because these people will come after us.
Fucking great! Come on, please sue us.
Lobby.
No, they will.
Sue us that we were right about how much it costs to rent the fucking.
I'm like, peace out, bro. Don't involve me in this.
How y'all gonna get? What are we gonna get sued for? If we're talking about renting a backhoe or renting an excavator? How much it costs to rent an excavator?
I think the problem arises once we start talking about who we're gonna murder with that piece of equipment. That's when we're gonna start getting a problem.
No, dude, I'm literally Richard. I'm thinking like we can't say that all this shit, like their friendship and shit, is fake and all that shit, right?
I don't care about YouTubers. I care about Jeff Bezos.
Here's the thing. I don't know if their friendship. I don't know shit. This is all my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't claim to know anything. But
yeah.
I don't even know who these people are.
I mean, I did.
I just heard about them today.
Hours. That was it.
What, Richard? What'd you say?
I met one of them for 6 hours. That was about it.
And he was cool.
No, he was super cool. You could tell he was fucked up about his eye, and like he did kind of allude that it was David's fault when we were hanging out, which I didn't think was like public information at the time, and I was under the impression that something worse than getting hit with an excavator happened. Which so when it did come out, I was like he gave me the impression that like it was very like on purpose of that David did this, and that's what kind of threw me for a loop initially. But also like he's been lying about it. Like he says a different story every time someone asks. So
yeah,
up until his documentary was released.
Just so you guys know, David Dobrik stopped vlogging like when COVID happened, and everybody thought he was like a hero because his vlogs are like him and his friends hanging out in clubs and stuff, right? And they're like, oh, David Dobrik's such a hero. But this was supposed to be for David's comeback vlog. And remember I told you guys he had them jumping out of airplanes and shit?
Yeah, we were doing a Dixie Pro.
This is why I agree with Stalin on Slavic people.
I don't know.
Christ, Sean. Fucking.
We can't take you anywhere, dude.
No, we can't take his fucking tank. The tank treads fucking tear up the carpet. Why the fuck do people watch them? They what is the point of vlogging?
It's just like club? Party video. It's like lifestyles of the rich and famous. Fucking party videos, fucking fast cars, expensive shit. Like one day I'm gonna be as rich as David Dobrik. That's why you watch it.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
he buys all of his friends.
Like, what the fuck?
Like cars and shit. He buys them like Teslas. I brought that shit up to you.
If you buy me a Tesla, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
Buy me a good car next time.
I think there's a scam with that.
I
don't think he's
I don't want one.
Well, Jeff was the only one that never got a car from David, by the way.
Yeah, he said that in his documentary. He didn't want that.
Yeah, so I was like, and then he tries to kill him. I don't know.
The guy who almost killed Jeff.
I don't think he tried to kill him. I think he's a dipshit and doesn't know what an excavator, how powerful excavators are.
Yeah.
He probably rented the fucking he probably rented one for way more powerful than he needed. Because it was like, get one for this much budget, and they're like, it's not that bad. And then next thing you know, he's got a fucking 100-ton excavator out there because he got a fucking American Express card.
Yep.
Well, something just dawned on me.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God.
get it. His assistant probably got it. You know who his assistant is, Richard? Do you?
Damn.
Taylor.
Yeah, Natalie.
She's like
Is it Taylor?
probably
It's
like
not-
19-year-old girl.
It's not Natalie anymore.
I didn't think it was Natalie anymore. He just surrounds himself with like really, really young girls as his assistants. Well, the first one was his best friend.
Weird, man.
Hollywood.
The best assistant be
little
like a
sus.
fucking 49-year-old woman, for sure. Get you an old office manager to be your assistant.
That's what Logan
the
Paul
best
did.
kind of
He
assistant.
got like a tomboy like assistant instead of getting like
you just get an old office. You just get your old office manager from like construction company that went out
David
of
needs
business.
a mom as an
Fucking-
assistant.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, it's not a mom. It's just someone that knows, like, I don't know, that knows not to rent a fucking that big of excavator. I guess.
That's why
You know what I
Natalie
mean?
is
Like-
there, and I'm like,
He needs
what
a
if-
mom construction worker hybrid.
Yeah,
and Natalie seems so pissed
just
off
needs,
at him
just
all
needs
the
somebody that
time.
understands that. Well, the reason when it comes into the construction worker part is a good office manager of a construction place will know the difference between an excavator, a backhoe, and a bobcat or whatever. So when they go, hey, I need a bucket to swing somebody around with, they won't get a fucking excavator, they'll get a backhoe, and then the fucking guy won't almost die, and we won't be talking about being almost murdered. You know what I mean? Because if they did it with a backhoe, you saw the first ones I went, because my rational brain went to backhoes first. Y'all were like, those are too small.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way it could be a fucking. I'm like, oh no, it's an excavator.
I bet
Next thing
a
it'll be
young
up there in a
girl,
drag line.
a really young girl, was
Yeah,
tasked with finding a bucket.
That might have already been at the beach for dredging purposes.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, because they said that water. I mean,
It might have already been at the beach. They might have just seen somebody at the beach with their fucking excavator and said, hey man, I'll give you $200 if I can fucking.
that's
Because
true.
people do that with that. Well, I mean,
My
ISIS
dad used to
kills
pick us
people
up
with
in those
excavators.
backhoes. We were like 6 years
Yeah,
old.
but a backhoe,
You're
again,
from Florida.
wow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, this is such a Florida
I've dreamed of
conversation.
Bobcat since I was like,
I know
10.
nothing about heavy equipment, spinning people at high velocities in lakes and shit. Not my specialty.
Well, I mean, you know,
I gotta come
that's the
visit.
best.
I gotta come. I want to come visit you, Tim, because it sounds like you're having a blast over there on your compound. It sounds like it's an
Nah,
open
almost.
invites. You've given your address out to the entire public, from what I understand.
Well, in my defense, though, the first time I did, no one gave a fuck because I just put it out there and said you can send me care package, and no one cared.
and no one said anything.
And I
Right?
had my bio for weeks, but then also I've been shadow banned or whatever. Every video going up for review.
Everybody.
So I didn't think anyone was going to see the fucking video and me replying back to what I thought was a grown man. And then I don't have notifications on, so I wasn't paying attention. So I didn't know that fucking kid commented 500 goddamn times on that thread. And eventually, like, people figured out it was probably a teenager because he only followed other teenagers, or he was a pedophile. So it's just like,
This is a no-win
I didn't
situation.
really think my address would go out that far. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't think it was going to go nowhere. And then, you know,
How big is the internet?
it's
Yeah.
big, but no one pays attention, Sean. No one's paying attention. I make a real
Sure
funny
enough,
video
your
of me in a
house, so there we
dinosaur
go.
costume thing. You know, well, yeah, you've been to my house. Do you think I got to worry about somebody? You know, I ain't got to worry about nobody. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You were offering to wrestle people in your front yard, weren't you, or what was that?
He called out Jake
Well, I
Paul
mean-
on our last show.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I mean,
I
will.
wouldn't fight
Floyd
Jake Paul.
Mayweather Big Tim fight.
Floyd Mayweather would fucking destroy me, y'all. Fucking Jake Paul would destroy
Bro,
me. All these
I
people
would let that
destroy me.
happen for $50 million.
Oh yeah, for $50 million.
He's gonna give me a little bit.
It's probably only like $500,000, to be honest. Like that's because I know that Jeff had said that he was offered a fight with another YouTuber for $500,000, and I'm like, $500,000. I would have paid more money than that to see you beat
For
the shit out of
$500,000,
some
my
other
ass whooped.
YouTuber.
Fight
Or-
any YouTuber right now for $500,000.
We paid
yeah.
$40 a fight to watch Jake Paul almost
I
hopefully
mean-
get knocked out. Like that's all I ever watched those fights for.
And he didn't. He fucking knocked the other guy.
And he didn't. Yeah, he ruined the guy. He ruined the guy.
$500,000?
All I saw was that guy get his leg broken on UFC, and
Man,
that
That was
I
gross.
say,
That's crazy. Y'all got to stop kicking so hard. You're breaking your own legs. Like that's not how you do it.
At the same time-
Nobody on this podcast kicking
MMA.
nobody's legs. We ain't
If I
kicking
say-
hard
same time
enough.
as that happened,
If I touch
a
a
Magic
corner
player
too hard,
dislocated this.
Yeah.
At the same time, a guy on the Magic, Orlando Magic, had a open dislocation. So not a compound fracture. He dislocated it so bad that it stuck out of his skin.
Oh, I think I saw that video.
Oh,
That shit's graphic.
I want to
Yeah.
fucking
I did
die.
not watch the video.
just
Makes me
another
wanna
gross
die.
episode of
Y'all are
Radicalizing
getting
Rednecks.
demonetized on YouTube.
We ain't even monetized, I don't think. So
I know for sure because I've been following this. I got to blur the fucking Jeff Wittig video I showed you guys.
You do?
so tame too. I guess
Yeah.
the impact
Damn.
or whatever.
Well, A, because I think they already said it was too graphic, but B, that's fucked up to like, I think this video is from Jeff's Patreon and somebody stole it and put it on YouTube. So it'll probably
Yeah,
be.
so let's talk about a guy in a jar right now.
Well, he did get 36,000 new Patreon subscribers.
I was gonna
with
sign
that
up.
video, and it was $5 a head. Like that's a quick
Damn.
100K.
I know.
Damn.
So how
just
mad?
keep-
How mad really are you at your friend?
He's like, "Thank you for almost killing me. This is great
I
content."
mean,
He does look.
Brit kind of maimed me for shoot a flare gun at me and miss. You know,
Are you serious? What the fuck?
No,
kind
I'm
of
just saying
shit
it.
are
I
you
can have you in
guys
a forklift
doing?
tomorrow.
why did you think I was serious, Richard?
I don't know.
look
I
on your
was,
face
really
like
I was really hoping you were.
I ain't gonna trust her to shoot a flare gun at me and almost miss. You
I
know
was
she'd hit
hoping
me
it
right in the
wasn't up
goddamn
to you.
dick.
Yeah, no.
She'd be aiming to miss and she'd hit me right in the fucking dick. She would. And she'd feel so bad about it. She'd say the whole time, and I'd be like, "Nah, Brady, be okay. You're gonna miss. And I'd be like, "No, my dick." My voice would be infinitely higher because I'd be because it hit my dick.
Suddenly you're a castrato. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Jesus. I don't know where we go from here.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Dick.
The nihilism's creeping in, y'all. The political world is just getting, more and more just sad, and
Is it? I've been trying to stay out of the political.
well, I found out that they
on?
weren't giving every immigrant kid a copy of Kamala Harris's book, and I was just crushed when that wasn't true.
Damn it!
when
I really wanted that to be true.
I wanted all them little kids to know the
I
joy
wanted to be
of
girl bosses.
I know. I wanted them.
I wanted to have Obama's book and Harris's book.
Which how
But
many
then
of Obama's books do they need? He already has 3.
Yeah, I want the one
he
that
had
talks
2 before
about
he was president.
filibuster. This man was busy. Who got time to write a book? Y'all have time to write a book?
Not me.
I
Trying
do
to
actually.
write
Probably. I probably
screenplays.
do because I'm not really doing much. I'm just trying to avoid getting COVID. To be honest with you.
See, I'm fully vaccinated. I don't give a fuck. I'm
I
out
got
here.
2 more weeks before it all kicks through bloodstream or whatever. So I'm just trying to make sure this 2 weeks don't.
I'm like, we're going to Wuhan. I'm like, I'll go wherever the fuck I want. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, China actually probably Wuhan actually it's probably safer than Florida.
Probably the safest place.
It probably is probably has less virus than Florida has right now because well,
I think it's
I'd
still
like to
illegal
give-
to run over people in Wuhan.
that's true. It's true. You know what? I will give Rick. I'll give Ron DeSantis credit for one thing. He did extend the work search requirement till May 29th. So big ups to him. I appreciate him doing something right by the people of Florida that are that's good of him. And if you think that's an insincere compliment or whatever, I'm sorry you're so jaded. As a sincere compliment. Everything else he's doing, I fucking think he's stupid as shit at. But this one particular thing, I'm cool with that. That's good.
My dad thinks he's like legitimately the smartest person, and I'm like,
I mean, he's not stupid.
"Ooh."
He's probably gonna be president.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
God, he's
Isn't it-
worse than Trump, dude.
Oh no. Well, remember that victory lap he took? That's the only thing that people were voting for him are gonna remember. He's gonna be president forever, man. He's gonna be. Oh.
It's crazy that he wasn't the one that turned out to be bisexual and doing meth.
I know.
He's
Or
definitely done
Andrew
meth
Gillum.
before, though. Or cocaine or something, man.
But these politicians get away with whatever they want, though. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Like, I forgot that Gavin Newsom, they caught him like doing blow and fucking hookers and stuff. He went to Hollywood rehab. Now he's the governor of California.
Sex workers.
He's
friend,
also a
not-
Getty.
Hookers is a derogatory term. Unless you're
That's
paying
funny.
extra, you can't call them that.
I see. I don't know the science. I
Wait,
apologize.
isn't Caitlyn Jenner going to be our governor now?
Yeah.
I don't think
100%
Caitlyn
she's
Jenner
gonna
will
win.
win the Republican nomination to be
There's
governor.
no way
Well,
she doesn't win.
She's going to run as a Republican?
She is
She's
running
a Republican.
She is a
What?
Republican. She's a Republican. Why did you
Wow.
think she wasn't?
I mean,
Because she's trans?
No.
Does it brainwash you that believe that trans is political identity?
I was hoping she wouldn't be a Republican.
It's the ultimate way to own the libs. That's why she's gonna win.
It is.
Or Matthew McConaughey, governor of Texas. I'm for that. I am all for that.
I'm down for that.
I think Dwayne Johnson's going to become dictator of Earth.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for it.
He's going to be president of the United States.
You have to beat him in physical combat to take his seat.
After he wins, he won't let nobody challenge him because they'll all die from the Secret Service.
And then we'll get to watch free fights on TV. The president versus whoever.
I honestly believe he wouldn't be a bad president. Even with his goofy, because he's probably going to run as a Republican, to be honest with y'all. I think he will. I think Dwayne Johnson's going to run as a Republican or an independent. But I will tell you right now, he'll win if he runs for president, he'll beat any of them.
Do you think a celebrity is a celebrity running as an independent person would beat a Republican or a Democrat?
No,
that's the way we
beat presidents.
No, Dwayne Johnson would. Yeah, the guy from the Fast and the Furious movies and the guy from Mona and all that. Yeah, no, Dwayne Johnson would.
But I could probably name you 3 other actors that could do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. No, it's the celebrity actors. Harrison Ford.
Were in WWE.
People would vote for Harrison Ford.
No, they wouldn't.
No, yes, they would.
You're just trying to bring up Star Wars.
Dude, he's the same old. He's the same age as fucking Donald Trump.
But Donald Trump was famous for being a billionaire businessman on TV. Harrison Ford would
Harrison
not be.
Ford was fucking Indiana Jones. But he was the president in a movie.
No one gives a fuck about Indiana Jones anymore.
So who gives a fuck? Why does anybody give a fuck about Dwayne Johnson?
Because he's the biggest movie star on the planet, Brittany. Have you kept
but there's
up
also like Chris Evans, Chris
Evans is not as big as Dwayne. Dwayne Johnson is literally the biggest movie star on the planet. Look it up. I'm completely serious.
I've heard it.
He's also the you're missing the wrestling part of that, uniquely American part of it. He's in the he's the fucking Rock.
All I'm saying is I'm sure that there's plenty other famous people that could beat Republican.
Dwayne Johnson? Who?
I really don't want more famous people as president.
Who?
Okay, hold on. I get what you're saying, but name a politician that would be good as president. That isn't
none
Bernie
of them.
Sanders.
We shouldn't have presidents. You
keep
asking
politicians.
Pick the person to beat your ass. Pick the person to beat your ass.
It's like horse racing, right? You bet on a horse. You go down to the stable. You're like, buddy, I put $100 on you. I need you to win today. And the horse is like, I don't speak English. I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
I just have to piss.
Yeah.
They've got my bladder clamped.
That's politics.
Please don't put me in an HBO series. Please don't put me on Lucky.
Exactly.
No, I truly believe Dwayne Johnson will win. He's got all the things.
I'm with you.
He's got the like the male Oprah shit he does on Instagram, right? He's got a huge Instagram following. He does aspirational stuff. He's in the goddamn Fast and the Furious movies. His box office alone, he does movies on his own. He fought a building, Brittany. He had a movie where he fought a building. All right. I'm completely serious. He fought the building and it made a lot of money. Right. And he's got, look at his Twitter followers. He's got the WWE shit. He could be the last Republican president.
Yeah.
You're looking at his shit right now, aren't you? Like how many fucking followers he's got?
I can't find his. I was looking at his Instagram. I can't find his Instagram. Oh, here it is. Oh my God, 232 million followers.
Yeah,
200 million.
Look up.
That's 2/3 of America.
Look up Dwayne Johnson's box office receipts. Look up Dwayne Johnson's box office receipts.
I know Harrison Ford.
I'm telling you, he is the fucking.
If it's not as big. If it's not as big as Harrison Ford's, I'm gonna.
You and the Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's like old as shit, and his last movie sucked. He's not.
I don't give a fuck.
Last movie.
I know you don't give a fuck
about his last movie.
Nerd.
Brittany's wife, Dianne Feinstein, still a senator.
Yes, exactly. Exactly why
you guys are saying a lot of shit about me, and I'm like trying to read about the highest grossing.
No, I'm just
about The Rock and shit.
You're just objectively wrong that Harrison Ford would beat The Rock. Like he would not.
I didn't say he would beat The Rock. I said he would beat. He might beat like a fucking Republican or a Democratic.
Yes, he would beat Joe Biden.
He'd beat Joe Biden because any celebrity would beat any of them because they're more famous. But I'm specifically saying beating The Rock. And then you said, yeah, here's 3 other people who do it. And I'm like, no.
No, I mean 3 other people who would beat a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care. Who cares about this?
Pick any reality TV show star. Pick a Bachelor. One of the Bachelor contestants will beat the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That dude who just came out as being gay, he could be president.
Maybe. But I'm saying Dwayne Johnson could be the last president forever.
I can't.
Dwayne Johnson could be the last president forever.
So he could be the dictator. He would be a dictator.
He could beat Trump in the Republican primary, and he could beat anybody else. None of them are going to beat Trump.
I'll take anyone that'll beat Trump as the Republican.
Oh, I do. Johnson would. Yeah, he would.
I'm a rocket win.
Oh.
I love how we're making this celebrity that this movie star in our head. They're like, he's a badass. You know what? I bet you he's a badass in real life.
I bet you if you go back
That's
10
the entire
years,
reason Donald Trump won.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bet you if you go back 10
well.
years, this conversation was had by people. Take out The Rock and put in Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, Donald Trump ran for president in 1999 and backed out when Michael Buchanan. Like, yeah, it's not. People act like Donald Trump came out of nowhere.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know Trump, he ran in 99.
Yeah, he did. He was.
That would have. I didn't know it. That would have ruined my childhood. If
it was 2000. He ran on Pat Buchanan's like America Party, right? And like, yeah, it's because no one has any history of fucking. He's been talking about running for president for fucking 35 years.
Yeah,
it's not a secret that he. Yeah, like,
wasn't that fake? That Oprah interview? That was fake, wasn't it?
The one where he said the
where he said I'd run as a Republican because of
that's not real.
Yeah,
he's never saying anything about that.
Yeah, he's never. Yeah, it's fake. I knew it was fake.
No, it's not even. It's just a meme. It's just a screenshotted image. It's like Donald Trump on Oprah. He said like, if I were to run for president, I'd run as a Republican.
He did say it.
I've seen that video, but I knew it was fake. So maybe a deep fake. I don't know what it is, but like, I always really. It doesn't matter.
He beat fucking Clinton. So like, none of that. Everybody brings that shit up. Like, people will bring up shit he did, and they'll be like, it's like a gotcha. It's like he beat you. The only reason why he's not president for the rest of his life is because his supporters are not very competent, and they don't have very good small unit tactics or fitness. If more of them were in shape, if more of them were in shape when they stormed the Capitol, like they might not have fucking like walked out or whatever.
Yeah, it's like 75% of those people had gout. You know.
Yeah, they had to get back to their hover round batteries died and shit.
They were like they didn't have any of those scooters at the White House.
And a bunch of people, a bunch of them thought they were going to go back to the hotel. Like they thought like when you do a civil war, you go back to the hotel at night.
And then everyone has dinner.
It's a day thing. Like they do a break, like the training exercises they do in the woods where they take breaks and all eat dinner together.
Like, all right, guys, it's lunchtime. Everyone sit down, and here's your bagged lunch. Oh, shit.
I just love that we came so goddamn close to the guy just letting his supporters wipe out all of the Senate and House. And
he really did.
And it's just like, he's stupid. It's like, okay.
2024.
Quirky,
like Pol Pot wasn't stupid. Like Pol Pot wasn't stupid. He thought he could kill everyone with glasses and make the country smarter, or he was scared of smart people, so he killed everyone with glasses. We get so close to
around with the triangle hat on.
Yeah, well, we get so close to just absolute destruction all the time in this country, just hanging on the absolute edge.
Oh, dude, this country only exists because of a series of miracles that continue to happen.
And somebody you'll be talking about something, they'll be like, "Well, that could never happen." It's like, why? Well, because there's this, there's the system in place. Oh, the system.
Oh, the system.
The famous system.
It's like willingly just like adhere to the system.
Yeah, well, I mean, like for a while there, our ICBM nuclear launch codes were 0000, and all of the missileers were cheating on their tests and doing acid and shit while they're down the doomsday bunkers and shit.
Oh fuck,
they're locked down in there and all, and that was
a big broken arrows we've had.
Yeah, we've lost a bunch of nukes. For a while there,
a
Malaysian
14 or 12, yeah.
For a while there, a Malaysian. Well, that's the ones they had to admit. There's a bunch of
yeah. I'm sure there's a lot more.
I'd really like to know where every B-61 fucking bomb is. That'd be real nice to know. Let's check the serial numbers on all of them.
Probably
see if they didn't
have
have
my house as we speak.
Have any of them dummy rounds haven't ended up somewhere else. Well, for a while there, a Malaysian gangster named Fat Leonard knew where every aircraft carrier battle group was going to be in the Pacific and where it was going, and would dictate what port it was going to and all. And he got that with Lady Gaga concert tickets, escorts, and fucking digital cameras throughout the 2000s and shit. So it's one of these things, like, there's just so much that happens in this country that it's like that Men in Black quote with the fucking Tommy Lee Jones, where he tells them, like, there's always a fucking destroying a Corellian battle cruiser wanting to kill us or whatever. Like, there's always one of these fucking just absolute just shithouse crises is always brewing. And I'm told that I'm being paranoid for wanting to trust the system. And it's like, oh, well, the military would never let Trump would never let Trump take over the country. You mean the same ones that let the missile guys just write their own codes and they were worried about remembering them, so they just made them 00000? That's,
they gotta pay off their chimeras.
Yeah, like that's
zero. Are you? God damn it! We're so fucked. We're over here like the White House's Wi-Fi password is password. We're like, are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's password. It's password, but it's misspelled. It's Spanish for password.
Yeah.
It's
remember how to spell
it's fucking it's Esperanto. It's password in Esperanto, or in like what are they into? Harry Potter style. It's fucking a Harry Potter fucking spell is the password.
Cadabra?
Yeah, there you go. That's the fucking Wi-Fi password. It's the Wi-Fi password for Hogwarts.
Wi-Fi at Hogwarts?
I'm sure they do. It's probably run off fucking elf blood or some shit. Some kind of.
It's probably just
blood.
some like elves in the basement on a treadmill running the Wi-Fi for all of Hogwarts. That's gonna come. That story's gonna leak. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with J.K. Rowling. She actually did get canceled.
Did she officially get canceled?
She's one of the real people. I was gonna do a video about this because I was like, cancel culture is fucking bullshit, right? Like, it doesn't exist. Like, you hold someone accountable for like a month.
Yep.
And then everyone forgets about it, and then they come back like nothing happened. Only JS making videos complaining about getting canceled. She's bitching at me. She's like, I know you guys caught me. I know you guys caught me saying the N-word.
And by the way, she
just
also
stop now. Like,
she also said she's a big girl and shit. She uses girl a lot and for pronouns in her videos and shit, but she keeps that bio up as they, and I don't care. And it's like, I know what you're doing, you disingenuous piece of shit.
One of my homegirls, Marisol, got like reamed out in her video, like the whole only JS Army, like, you called her a she, how fucking dare you? And there's like, she says she doesn't care. Jesus Christ.
That instantly negates everything that putting the I don't care there is a slap in the face, the whole point of putting it there.
That's what I thought. Because we talked about it on the show, and I was like, oh, she changed it. And then I looked and it said, I don't care. And I was like, isn't that the same as Bleep Blop Bloop from Gina Carano?
Yeah, exactly. It's just.
I don't even think it's I don't care. Isn't it IDC?
Yeah. Like, that means you care even less.
Yeah.
It's
but it's just
it's just they ask for a simple fucking thing. They ask for like they're asking for 6 characters at most. You know what I mean? You can get away with 2. You can put he in there, or you can put 3 in there. Like, you can get away with just the one. You don't have to put both versions of it. People get it or whatever. But to add they went the extra mile to add the extra one at the end there, and it's just an extra, just little like, and it's just. I'm so goddamn tired of these disingenuous fucks doing that shit and making it harder on people that have it so hard already. It's like, why would you make it harder on people? Why would you make it harder on trans people for any particular fucking reason? You know?
For real. No, I agree. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I like to throw out the banana peels around immigrant communities just in case one of them slips on it. You know, I just want to make it a little harder for them everywhere they go.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. It's like, could you just be just a little less of a shithead?
Oh, hold on. Is that why they stopped making like Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter universe movies because we canceled J.K. Rowling?
No, they turned out they were bad.
I thought they stopped too.
They were bad.
Yeah, they were bad. I don't think they performed well.
My Harry Potter video performed better than those.
Well, she tried to recon all of like everything over here and like just. She just sucks so bad, y'all. She's an old British white lady. She's a billionaire, man. Like,
and hey, listen, I love Harry Potter. I love them. Okay,
you love an aristocratic fucking fantasy.
Hold on,
who doesn't?
They are literally copies of Star Wars, which is literally a copy of fucking the hero's journey.
But like,
it's just the hero's journey.
So it's like she copied a copy.
It's like saying you made mac. Like you're allowed to like pizza. Pizza's all pretty much the fucking same. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's pizza, y'all. Stop acting like it's this fucking pinnacle achievement. It's just the fucking hero's journey, and we all want to be fucking elite wizards. And fucking who doesn't want that? Like, who doesn't want to fucking have all their trials and tribulations at home replaced with secretly you're fucking born into a rich society where you got gold under the stairs or whatever? Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, you know? Sometimes you get pepperoni on it. That's
it's like you got the pizza you wanted, but it's like it's still fucking pizza. It's like it's the same fucking story, y'all. And it's don't base your fucking identity around other people's media properties. It's fucking weird, man.
Shit, I'll take down my Better Call Saul.
Disney's gonna buy you anyway.
Hold on, Richard got something to say.
No shit, you called me out there.
But,
I feel like, you know, I feel like we put too much. It's like Star Wars too. It's like George Lucas. I fucking hate that guy. Why do I like his movies so much? I don't like him.
Fuck you.
Is there a fucking pizza?
Fuck George Lucas. Fuck George Lucas and everything he ever loved. Like I really just don't fuck him. I just don't care. I'm sorry, but
he stands for a lot of the stuff that we do, though, for sure. He might be a neo-lib, but
well, I mean, he thinks the Vietnamese are cool, so that's cool with me.
That's what I'm saying.
I love the Vietnamese.
He hated George Bush.
I just, you know,
he hated George Bush. Like,
he should have came out and told everyone that Darth Vader, like that the Republicans were that there was a clear line between Nazis and the Empire, and if you're a Republican in America, you are definitely in the Empire. I just wish he would have came out.
No, he did say that.
By the hats,
did he come out and say that?
Because he literally says in an interview with James Cameron, he says the rebels are Viet Cong and the Empire is the Americans. Straight up.
Oh shit!
And like leftist Star Wars fans always bring that up to the right Star Wars fans.
How can you be a right Star Wars fan? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
Like right-wing Star Trek fans.
Right-wing Star Trek fans are even worse.
Yeah.
Because you're over here advocating for the exact opposite world that they were trying to create in Star Trek. Yeah. I'm the biggest Star Trek fan on the planet. Way more than Star Wars. Fucking Star Trek. Star Trek made thousands of episodes of great television and great movies. Star Wars shit the bed after one movie. Just started shitting.
What movie? What's the one movie?
Let's get back to blowing your young mind, Richard. The universe comically enjoys fucking with me. You know what I mean? And it has caused me to have a uniquely poisoned optimism. You know what I mean? Like just uniquely poisoned optimism. I mean, just think back. You know, roll my truck. I'm fine. But you just all the, you know, just little things, you know.
Yeah.
It reached to, but the masses are not. The masses are watching Young Sheldon. It's been renewed for 6 more seasons, and the masses are watching reality shows, and their children are watching Disney shows where they tell you that Che Guevara was a mass murderer, and said the F word for gay a lot. And that's why he should be canceled. And then Disney Channel TV shows have really strong views on the Paris Peace Accords involving the South Vietnamese and all. And I would not be surprised if there's episodes that like they'll like directly calling like, no, American involvement was good and things.
And the actual Disney has stuff about Song of the South. Still.
Yeah.
You know,
Song of the South. That movie is built different.
That movie is built very different. Movie is built different for a world that people want to act like does not exist. But then you got Rick Santorum.
It's Jim Crow different.
Rick Santorum has officially reached my absolute it's on site. Rick Santorum. You need to stay away from
Google Rick Santorum.
Have you not seen this, Richard? Okay. I'm going to pull it up right now.
Let's get into it. Politics. Let's go.
Well, I mean, you know it, buddy. Okay. He went on, let me see here.
He's a Republican from Pennsylvania.
Did you see who was the Republican, the Mormon dude who got booed at the Republican convention recently?
That was Mitt Romney. And he asked me if they were embarrassed.
He got booed like a mother. He got booed off stage, bro. Like, I'm here for it. But also I'm not, because he's the only, it's bad when he's the last good one left.
Yeah.
Like, can we even say that about politicians?
I mean,
yeah, he was booed by Utah Republicans.
Okay, we'll just do it without this fucking nerds commentary from now this. But here's the I'm not watching an hour long. I didn't prepare. I don't want watching too much of this Rick Santorum video. Y'all will make me want to start. It's just not good. I can't do it, y'all. So we're just gonna watch the now this clip because I'm not gonna dig hard into this.
Much Native American culture in American culture. We came here.
I can't have this straight from the Young American Foundation video, y'all. I can't go to their YouTube and get it straight. I gotta have it cut. If you look at this shit, it's like looking at a solar eclipse. If I looked at this without these glasses on, my eyes will burn out and I will turn into a bleeding Kansas character. Like, it will be fucking. It would be like something McCormick wrote. It'll be fucking bad, y'all. I have a machete with a hilt.
Birthed a nation.
And turn into the judge.
From nothing. I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, that there isn't much Native American culture in American culture. It was born.
Yeah, when you kill them all, makes it tough.
Pursuing religious liberty, to practice their faith, to live as they ought to live. I don't know of any other country in the world that was settled
nauseous
predominantly by people who were coming to practice their faith. They came here because they were not allowed to practice their particular faith in their own country. And so they came here mostly from Europe, and they set up a country that was based on Judeo-Christian principles. When I say Judeo-Christian, the Mosaic Laws, 10 Commandments, and the teachings of Jesus Christ, the morals and teachings of Jesus Christ. That's what our founding documents are based upon. It's in our DNA.
We've played too much stuff on the show this
China,
time.
Turkey, and places like that. They've all sort of changed over time. I mean, they've been there for millennia in many cases, and their culture has sort of evolved over time. But not us. Religious liberty. Those are the two.
So the white man
faith
is the real American.
I mean, you hear it all the time.
He's on CNN.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he just got fired from CNN, I think.
Now,
I just read a story that says, what does it take to get fired from CNN?
Let me ask you, Richard, when do you think he started feeling this way?
Oh, this is you got to be.
So when did he get fired again? Remind me when he got fired before, it's one of these things that's like, this is what gets brought up, and it's like, how am I supposed to work with this?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to come up with a common ground with a man that thinks my friend's culture is invalid because we beat him? And says a we like he did something with it. He probably thinks Custard was a hero.
Oh, yeah.
Custard was going after civilians when he got massacred. It's just, how the fuck are we supposed to? How are you supposed to work with him?
And why are young Americans getting their advice from an old guy? That doesn't make sense to me. How is he allowed to be on? How is he allowed in polite society with views like that? Like how is he going to a restaurant? So acceptable to fuck with Native Americans or indigenous people in general?
What's how much more different is that than some Nazi ideology?
Exactly, it's identical.
How much more really different is that? Yeah. We have to ask the Roma.
I'm so glad he got fired from CNN, though. Every time that motherfucker opened his mouth, I wanted to shoot myself.
Well, yeah, but he got fired now. And it's he shouldn't have been on there in the first place because he's always felt like he's always talked like this, he's always acted like this. But they have to act like there's a both sides to this, and it's like, no, this is a member of that other side that I'm supposed to reconcile with. That's a member of he's a respectable Republican or whatever, and that's the shit he says.
That's the when like when I was fighting with my aunt on Facebook, and she's like, well, everybody has their opinion, and I've said this a bunch of times in the past year, and I'm like, at what point is it not an opinion? You're just regurgitating shit that you already heard.
It's still an opinion. It doesn't mean it's
also
good.
Your opinion doesn't just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's valid.
Exactly. But if your opinion is based off of if your opinion is based off of misinformation, it's not an opinion anymore. It's just misinformation.
It doesn't matter if it's misinformation.
It's still your opinion. It's invalid.
You don't get to make that decision though. I have the opinion that childbirth is a myth. It just doesn't exist. Yeah. You don't get to tell me. Exactly. You don't get to tell me any other. I don't care.
That's how they act. That's how it's just like.
But that's how when I'm talking to those people, I'm like, well, your opinion just doesn't matter. So like you can continue to argue with me, but in reality, I know that you're just stupid. So like
the only opinion that those people have that matters is that they think it's cute to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's why
it's intentional at some point, right? It has to be intentional at some point.
Well, can I throw in here real quick? I got into a Facebook argument with a dude, and we were going back and forth all day. And I was like, the person who stops responding wins. That was the last thing I said. And he like responded to it, and then I didn't respond. And I was like, fuck yeah, I won that fight.
There you go.
All right, sorry, continue.
No, just it's so fuck. These people are so fuck. They'll have you tell you that I'm supposed to reach out to the other side of the aisle. And it's like, no, let's just go get people who don't vote. Let's go get people who are disenfranchised from the system and all, instead of worrying about these fucking these right wing people trying to convert any right wing person, period, right? Or having like arguments with these people like when they quote people like Rick Santorum, or they bring up Candace Owens, they bring up Ben Shapiro, they bring up these people just like, all right, no, fuck you, bro. You're numb nut.
I'm not worried about the aisles because I'd rather burn the building down.
Exactly.
True.
Like, yeah.
I saw Dana White on Candace Owens' show the other day, and I got really pissed.
Dana White?
Watching her show.
But, huh?
Yeah,
why were you watching
it? It came up on my YouTube, like, suggested videos, because I watched a bunch of, like,
you need to fix your algorithm.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder about that algorithm, right?
Bro, they always try to, like, every once in a while, I'll see a right-wing video, and I'll be like, oh, fuck. Shit.
Yeah, they pinned me on Facebook as being a Republican. And I was like, how wrong could you have gotten? Like, I looked at my settings because it'll tell you, it has you like profiled, like it's a psychologist. It's like he's got daddy issues.
They think I'm Desi. Facebook for a while, Facebook thinks I'm from the Indian subcontinent.
Really?
So many ads for Indian subcontinent content for like.
Tim, look at my name.
I know. I see your name.
Do you know? I'm not kidding. 5 times a week, I get somebody from the Indian subcontinent asking to have my username on Instagram.
I believe that completely. I believe that. You need to just give it up, bro. You need to just give it up to one of them. It belongs to them, bro.
They won't pay me enough.
Well,
pay me.
Reparations for the fucking vaccine.
I am not
government.
Winston Churchill.
For our government. Reparations for our government sins in your name.
Hold on, I have something quick to show you guys. Speaking of like YouTube and the algorithm. Our boy, the Cavernacle, put out this video. The anti-SJW backlash from The Last Jedi. Pretty much that whole fucking journey that I took with you guys. He like broke it down, explained it and everything. Fucking awesome video. But I commented somewhere in here. And I was like, oh, he almost got me. And I was like, I'm a leftist and I almost fell for this shit. Like 13 likes. I didn't think anybody would fucking even acknowledge this. And then like 2 other people that like basically say they were almost convinced by it too.
God damn, Sean. That's so many goddamn Indians.
There's a million of them. They're coming after me.
God damn. That is a lot of people asking for that fucking username. Jesus. That clip sounds so bad out of context.
Oh, he messaged me the other day and he was like, hey, are you the son of Richard Wilson, which is my dad's name too? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, who the fuck? It turns out he went to college with my dad, but it scared me for a while. I thought they'd really track me down. You know, the internet, they'll come for you. I got a package the other day and I was like, this is probably how I died. You know?
I mean, mail bombs are really hard to make, bro. I think you'll be fine.
I'm not even worried about a bomb.
That was really good manifesto about doing that. Yeah, that's for later.
Don't read it. Don't read it, kids. You'll fucking fall in love with it. I've read excerpts. Don't read the whole thing, man. Don't look at that shit. It makes too much sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I am.
This out?
No, you leave it in there. I need the kids to know not to read. Do not read the Unabomber's Manifesto. It is not good. It's not good for you.
I know what I'll be doing tonight.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a reverse psychology thing. It's just like it's the same shit Benjamin Franklin told colonists. Like, don't spend too much time with the fucking indigenous people. You'll go stay with them.
You don't want to end up in ADX Florence. So
no, you do not want to end up in ADX Florence. No. Lompoc. Now that's a different story. Or Leavenworth in the camp, maybe.
Danville. I'm an Attica person. I'm going to end up in
Attica. Danville wouldn't be bad. You know, the Stark camp.
What are y'all talking about?
Prisons, federal prisons. Federal prisons. Federal prisons.
Anyway.
How have you guys been doing on TikTok? Because every once in a while, you guys have a video that blows the fuck up.
The podcast.
Me too. I'm fucking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We haven't been.
As soon as you have me
as
a guest, I'm an indicator of not success.
I know.
As soon as you put yourself at my level, you've already lost.
I know. Associating with you is so bad for us. It's so bad for us.
And now I'm back. This is crazy. You guys really can't stop shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, I mean,
put the shovel down.
We gotta keep humble.
They're gonna come for us one day.
It's just because of Brittany.
I know.
Brittany doesn't even watch my shit anymore. Now I'm just
it's because I came back to LA.
I'm just a friend. So no one watches my content anymore.
I came back to LA and I stopped watching TikTok as much, but I want to get back into it, I guess.
Well, you mean you got a job?
Yeah, I got a job.
You got a job again. You're being a productive member of society.
You got a job?
I don't know. My TikTok is going okay. I've been a little shadow bound.
I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna give out my address, but it's actually gonna be your address, Tim, and we're gonna see what happens.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Give it out. See what happens.
I got a package from Australia.
Nobody's gonna kill him anyway.
You got a package from Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of snacks. It was good shit. Good shit.
Make my short, miserable life worth something, friends. Please martyr me in the name of justice.
I'd be down to be a martyr.
I'm all right.
Can't kill what's already dead. I'm out here, you know?
What is dead can never die.
That's me. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be on this podcast. Probably supposed to be drinking White Claws with some kids in Southern California in a garage somewhere. That's normally what you do.
I wasn't supposed to be here. My mom was on birth control when she conceived me. So.
I had the cord wrapped around my neck 3 times. It took my mom 3 days to get me out. I didn't want to come out.
My mom had toxemia, and I was 3 pounds and 3 ounces when I was born.
I'm invincible. I've never been able to be killed. Fate has tried to get me several times and never been able to.
Someone tries. I'm pretty sure the mob has a hit out on me because every time I drive, someone tries to kill me.
I think we're all in a Final Destination thing right now.
This is what we all have in common. This is the thing.
Like, if it's my time to die, then fuck it, it's fine. Sean already got that computer out of me.
I
didn't
wait.
My kids played StarCraft.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it'll be fine. The title to the cars and the fucking all the paperwork and shit's here. It'll be fine.
If you die, all my dreams die. So don't die.
No, I don't think they dry. No, what you do is then you do a documentary about me, Brittany. You splice together footage and stuff.
That would be good.
That'll get you good.
Then I sell the TV show, and then who would I cast to play you?
It does. Who knows?
Me.
But
cast me.
Yeah,
I don't think you can play a red.
I gotta go to comedy school.
Listen, I guarantee, Brittany. I guarantee you, if I died after making this fucking thing, we did some Final Destination shit or whatever, calling it like this, and then you made an S-Town style documentary about my life, spliced together with Facebook Lives, my TikTok Lives, and you're talking to me, all kinds of shit, right? Put together, you do that, interviews with my family, interview with friends, people are impacted by it. You'll be able to get whoever you want to make you a movie.
I'll get those BDMs that hate your guts.
Oh yeah, get some of them to talk about. Well, the ones that hate me. You mean the fucking right wing shitheads? Fine. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what any right wing shithead thinks about me.
I had to go hard on that one. That one was.
I will admit it was probably cowardly of me to leave the group after making a post, but you know what? I wanted to stir it up a little bit.
All right, hold on. Let's catch Richard up.
I wanted them mad at me.
There's this like radio show / podcast in Orlando where we're all from that Tim goes on the show every once in a while.
I've not been on there forever. I'm not. People act like I'm part of the show. I'm a friend of the show, y'all.
Because they call you part of the R team and stuff all the time.
It is.
They talk about you on this show.
Huh?
Friday Free Show. Sam said you made money on TikTok, and I was like, I don't think.
Yeah, I did. I made a little bit. I made like $100 or whatever.
Okay.
Sam and Daniel listen at least.
Yeah. No, they listen. Listen, I love them. I love them. Listen, Daniel, man, I love y'all. But I'm not on your fucking show, and I know that. Y'all know that. Some of these fucking people act like it's like, no, man, I'm not on the fucking thing.
But okay, so there's the paid members, right? They're called BDMs, Big Dick Millionaires, right? And usually, like, we kind of stay out of it. We're all in the BDM Facebook group. But somebody made, what was the post, Sean? It was like a super capitalistic post, I think. No.
It was like some picture somebody sent.
And
then somebody, the one person on this show, tagged him and I in that post.
Oh, that was me.
Brittany tagged.
I didn't want y'all to say anything. All right, I said subtle elbow nod, nudge.
No, well, it was about a restaurant having extended wait times. I was talking about like people not coming back to work, and it was just a bunch of people just talking shit. But again, it's just the callousness of these people during a pandemic. If you said 10 years ago, if you walked up to an American, you said, "Hey, would Applebee's be open for chicken fingers during a deadly respiratory virus pandemic that killed 500,000 Americans?" What do you think they'd tell you? They think you're fucking crazy, right? They think no, they wouldn't. They think you're crazy. They think be like
I'm broken now, but they would say you're.
They would say they would fucking lose their mind.
Humans so wouldn't do stupid things like that. Yeah.
Well, they would just assume that we'd be locked. Like it would. No one could imagine that our response to would be stay in our houses for 2 weeks, and then we realize we'd have to be in there for a little bit longer than that, and then just give up on the whole process and just make every exception possible for everything and just start like, but then arbitrarily close things and just, the government's response to this has been awful, right? But the post was some fucking casual dining restaurant talking about how they extended wait time because nobody wanted to come back to work. And there was just a bunch of people in there just talking shit for restaurants and shit. And it's just like, why? Why do you have the back of restaurants? Like, no, people don't want to work for, if you don't pay more than the unemployment, why? We're in a pandemic. Yeah. You don't have a right to have fucking cheap labor. These people.
Why don't people
all the
want
time
to work for $14,000 a year?
Exactly. It's like you want on-demand part-time employees to work during a respiratory virus pandemic, wearing a mask when their customers won't most of the time. They're not enforced mask mandates. And it's just like, plus they act like 500,000 that haven't died. People have died from this. A lot of those people that worked at those places are dead. That's why they haven't come back.
Yeah.
For real.
I just.
But I don't feel like we were saying that much. Who said anything?
I didn't say much. You were misconfusing me just deciding to leave the thing anyways with the post pissing me off. It didn't piss me off. I didn't.
I think
care.
That's how it came off to other BDMs.
Well, no,
it care or not.
It did. But listen, I'm just tired. Listen, I'm tired of that. There's too many right wing weirdos that think I'm funny. I'm tired of entertaining them or pretending like I give a fuck about their opinion.
That's the worst thing as a creator. Is when you get mistaken for a Republican and they all start to like you. Yeah. Like when the whole Texas video happened, I still have Republicans that are like, "Are you turning into a liberal?" I was like, "No, I've been this way."
Yeah.
Oh, we know you're web friend.
And I don't want to speak for Tom and Dan and Sam or anything because I know that they're not super leftist like us, but they do make a lot of left leaning comments that I feel like I'm like, who is not picking up on this?
Yeah, but again,
they don't say the F word for gays anymore. They say the F word for gays. Like,
well, yeah, but
that's some snowflake shit.
Yeah, they're not a very political thing, and that's fine. They don't have to be. They never set out to be that. And
I listen to them constantly.
This is where it comes back then again, where I'm like, why I left the group? Because I'm just tired of being in the shit. I don't pay for the membership no more. I don't have to be in the group. I'm not on their show. I don't have to be in that group. Yeah. I'm just tired of seeing just hop post stupid shit. I don't use Facebook much anymore.
Yeah.
It was cowardly to me to like, hey, I'm out of here, too many right-wing weirdos, but I wanted them to know so that way I wouldn't get tagged in it.
Yeah.
Because they get tagged in there occasionally all the time. on just some stupid shit or something involving me. And it's just like, I appreciate
it's just fun
it all,
for me to make them mad.
Yeah, you want to make them mad. I just don't want to deal with them anymore. I just don't want to deal with them.
See, that's why you need to blow up on TikTok so you can make way more people angry. That's what I do.
I did say that in that group. Somebody was like, "Oh, he's almost only famous because of Tom and Dan." I was like, "Excuse me, there are barely 4,000 people in this BDM group, and Tim has almost 100,000 followers on TikTok." I was like, even if half of the BDMs didn't sign up for the BDM group, that's 8,000 people. That doesn't even come close to what.
I don't know you from that shit.
I mean, to be honest, the only time I've seen Tim do comedy, he was only up for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It was the one at Johnny's, the Frozen 100.
Yeah, the police took away my fucking microphone. I had to yell.
Are you serious?
They said we couldn't use amplified voices after 10 p.m. and my set started at 10, so I had to fucking yell my set. Well, yeah, it is.
But I love Tom and Dan, dude. I love that show.
Listen, I love him too, but the TikTok thing has nothing to do with him. Me giving credit to Daniel because he didn't meet me in and I went and did it in the Joanne's parking lot. I went viral on my own and went viral the third time on my own, went viral the second time on my own. Like, it's not, they didn't make me funny.
They're not good guys. It's just they're not.
Yeah.
And it's like, how many BDMs listen to our show, you think?
Probably a decent number. Probably a decent bit of audience is BDMs. But at the same time, we've got Trumpers that listen to this. I don't fucking give a fuck what your politics are.
We do? Fuck
we have at
y'all.
least one of them.
Yeah, I don't want you to listen to our show. Fuck you.
Yeah, if you're a Trump supporter listening right now, go fuck
off.
Yourself. Go fuck yourself.
No.
Get in your car.
No.
Drive into the sunset.
Why?
No. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to turn people.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah, the liberals on this podcast need to stop.
No, the point is that they listen to it. It's like they should hear other points of views that are not shitheads. You know what I mean?
But if you can still be a Trump supporter after that, it's like, then there's something wrong with you.
For what? What? You keep acting like fucking any political shit or who you support politically fucking matters in the grand scheme of this shit. And like their individual vote, like we're not. I don't think Sheldon Adelson or Steve Bannon listens to the podcast. If you voted for Trump or maybe you got the bumper sticker and you listen to us, you're not quite the people that are responsible for fucking Trump. You know what I mean?
I would rather have somebody who voted for Trump in 2020 listening than somebody who voted for Bush in 2004 listening.
Exactly.
They're dum-dums, and I just don't want to be around dum-dums.
It's not even dum-dum. If your choice is Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
George Bush killed 1 million people.
Like, Trump is not the worst president we've ever had. He's not. He's just the rudest. He's not the worst.
Who's the worst president we ever had?
I don't know, man. There's
Reagan.
a bunch of them.
I was like, if we're picking favorite.
All of them?
I don't know.
Maybe not Jimmy Carter.
Maybe the guy that started the Iraq War and destabilized the region and all that led to, kids getting burned alive and shit when ISIS came back. Maybe that guy. Maybe that guy that's on Ellen now and was on Jimmy Fallon. Because you know who I couldn't hang out with? Someone responsible for the Iraq War. I couldn't have him on the show. Like Richard, I love you and all, man, but if you were responsible for fucking a war in another country, you couldn't come on no more, man.
I feel you.
You wouldn't be. I just can't hang out with you no more, man. Like
acceptable.
You get accused of inappropriate touching. I might be hanging out with you like on the side or something. Like I might.
Oh, really? Are we that good of friends?
Hey, I don't know. Cool. I don't know the details. If I don't know the details yet, I'm just saying you're not coming on the show no more. But I'm not going to spit on you when I see you in public or whatever.
I'm going to go grab my red card and say nobody that voted for NAFTA should be.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You voted for NAFTA? But
I've only voted for Joe Biden. What does that get me?
Who cares? It gets you a who cares? It's just like voting for Trump last year. It's like you're voting for the senators. There's the only good reason not to vote for Joe Biden or to vote for Joe Biden is that you're not voting for Trump. So like, I don't really
voting for Joe Biden. Yeah. It's voting for a twig that's in front of a boulder that's rolling down a hill. That's it. That's all you did. It doesn't matter.
He has been the most progressive president in history, though, right?
Okay.
Are we going to end this podcast right now?
Yeah. You're insane. You're Brittany. You're just
turn up MSNBC.
That's what they said.
Who said that? The fucking.
I think the Hill.
Well, they said that he was more liberal than people were expecting him to be.
Yeah.
Which is like,
because I was probably expecting him to.
He passed one piece of legislation. What?
Yeah.
He said something nice about black people. Most liberal president of all time.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like.
Herman Cain was in Trump's cabinet.
The reason why they thought he was going to be more, he's being more liberal than they thought was because a bunch of people thought he was going to open up fucking death camps and gulags. So, he hasn't,
Why would you think Joe Biden was going
dying.
to open up death camps and gulags?
Because they were convinced that Joe Biden's a communist. There's people that are convinced that Joe Biden's a socialist right now. And it's like, you mean the guy that supported banks for the love of the game? Didn't even corrupt, didn't even get rich off of it. Just did it for the fucking love of the game?
Yeah.
You're
not going to find many Maoist Bidenists.
Exactly. We were fully expecting him to start sacrificing children on the floor, on the grass of the White House, and drink their blood to stay alive forever. That's what they were expecting.
Well, I mean, we don't know that he's not doing that. We don't.
If there's a group of liberals that are drinking children's blood to look younger, I would like an invite to that party because I am 27. I look like shit.
You see my hair, Richard?
Yeah.
You see my hair?
We all look like shit.
Okay, wait. I was on the Salon Guy, like the biggest hair YouTuber on the planet, and he cut my hair for a video, and I'm like, this isn't going to end well. Everyone's going to just say that I'm balding and that it's sad. And he was like, you're not balding, it's fine. For all the comments. It was like 5,000 views. Every comment. Like, this
is why
balding.
I don't want to be famous. I do want to be famous, but I don't want to be famous.
I look great from the front, but as soon as by the back, I lose like 20 years. Everyone's like, this motherfucker 40.
I think I want to be like filmmaker famous.
Come on.
I want to be like
Listen,
Duffer Brother famous.
Richard, I have less than a month until we turn 40, so let's film that down.
See, you don't look that old though. Like, see, I look closer to 40 than you do. I have so many filters on this fucking video right now.
I don't have.
You guys have no idea.
No, you don't. Do you really?
I do.
Should I put filters on mine?
Should I turn it off? I'll turn off the filter here. Everyone can. Actually, I'm not turning off the filter. I look great.
Start a left podcast. It'll be fun.
It's a crone showing up.
It'll be fun. Talking about fucking filters with a space Yankee.
I'm watching Richard get his haircut right now. I'll put a link in the description.
No, don't do that. What the fuck? Damn it. What the fuck?
How fake is Jeff? Because this Jeff Whittick guy who smashed his face into the excavator, he's like obsessed with his appearance, or that's the way he makes you think he is.
Well, if I was hot, I'd be obsessed too.
But apparently,
but I'm already a lost cause. So.
but apparently he's had like Botox and surgery.
No,
and shit.
I don't. The Botox thing did come up, and I don't like.
Botox
I don't know.
is cheap, man. You can get Botox for like.
I think he's at least had Botox.
If you were in the Creator Fund, there was a point in time were giving out free lip injections.
What?
If you were in the Creator Fund. Swear to God.
Lip
injections for free.
You can barely see my lips. You can barely see my lips. I need some pop, bro. I'm trying to look like a Kardashian, bro. Like I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, I want lip injection. There's someone keeps commenting.
You want to go get lip injections with me?
No, but I will.
Let's make it a video.
I'm thinking about if Heather moves to Texas instead of Portland. Y'all should come with me to go get my teeth fixed in Mexico.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, let's go to
teeth fixed in Mexico. I'm on that trip.
I'm saying we vlog that.
We'll make it a podcast trip. We're going to bring our first international podcast trip. Because you live in San Diego, don't you?
Yeah, go to Tijuana.
San Diego, exactly. We can cross. We'll go.
I don't know if I should be going to Tijuana with you guys, though. I don't know.
Wow, we're going to the teeth place.
You guys seem like trouble, though. I don't know.
No, we're fine.
Only two of us are Zapatistas.
Buenos dias.
I was like, I don't speak a lick of Spanish.
Me neither.
So I will be relying on you for my safety and
well-being. No. I look like I speak Spanish. I look like I speak Spanish. All
right, 2022. We're going to Mexico to get big teeth.
Like 3 months.
3 months.
Heather's moving to fucking Portland in June.
Wait, so you're gonna go to Juarez? Is that where you're going?
Well, I'm gonna go to fucking.
Do they do teeth there?
Yeah, they do teeth at every border city. There's places that do teeth everywhere.
Well, yeah.
There's whole complexes.
I'm game.
All right, Richard,
we can get implants done for like $3,000.
Yeah, I'm game. Oh, come up to San Diego and go to Tijuana.
That's what I'm saying. We'll go. We'll just take the van. Sean will come with me when we drive Heather's stuff. We'll go to Austin, drop Heather's stuff off, and drive the van.
I think this is a dream. I don't think Sean's going to be able to get this much time off of work.
I don't want to do this. You guys don't know.
There.
I got 100 hours.
San Diego.
I got 100 hours on a hybrid, so let's go.
Yeah,
I like it. When you live in San Diego,
would
you
love
have so many
to.
horror stories about Tijuana. You guys have no idea.
Really?
This place. Okay, you fucking xenophobe. There ain't no fucking.
I'm not
we'll
a
be
fucking
safe.
xenophobe. It's just one particular city. Love Mexico, Tijuana though. Okay, not supposed to tell this story. I'll
Richard
keep
got
people
raped.
anonymous.
You want me to cut it out?
No, I didn't. Okay, bro, just wait. So I have a buddy who's definitely going to see this. Now especially. Went to Tijuana with two of my friends. The rest of us knew better than to go with these three particular people because my one friend was historically not the brightest light bulb, right? Go to Tijuana. Mexican dudes come up to him and they're like, "Hey, do you want to buy some drugs? Like, we need cash." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely trying to buy some drugs for sure." And he's like, "Here, let me just give you my wallet. It's got my debit card, my PIN numbers. Doop, 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 doop." Like, tells him his PIN number, gives these just
Okay, shut up. Just stop. You don't get to use this as a horror story about Mexico, bro. That's just fucking your friend just like your friend.
No, he's an idiot. But stole his car, stole his cell phone, stole his wallet.
No, they didn't really. At that point, he was just giving it up, bro.
Now.
At that point, he just gave it up. That's
now.
not even stealing it for that point. Like, they're just helping him not get. They're helping him not get robbed from people that would kill him. That's what happened. The fact that he was allowed to live is just like we've got to take everything he has so he goes home.
See, but that just shows you how different. Like, I don't need to people don't rob me in San Diego to save my life, right?
Well, that's because they don't. If someone asked you in San Diego to buy drugs, you wouldn't go, "Yeah, here, take my debit card. Here's my PIN number. Go."
I'd say, "Here's $140."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's one of those things. Like, I guarantee you. Listen, they can tell you belong in San Diego. You don't belong in Juarez. You don't belong down there, man. That ain't your place. But we're going to the teeth place. It's like the teeth. There's a little village where they do the teeth and all. There's a bus. We meet a bus at a shopping center in America. It takes us to the walk-up part where we walk across the border, and there's another bus waiting for us on the other side that takes us to the place where they pull your teeth They pull your teeth. They measure you for the new ones. You have margaritas at the place that night, and then the next day, you get the implants put in.
Wait, there's
a margarita. You drink margaritas? Yeah, after they pull your teeth out?
Yeah.
They're like, "You just got your teeth pulled. Here, cheers."
All right. And were we taking your truck or my car?
I mean, we're gonna take a rent. We're gonna go to San Diego, and we're gonna pick the fucking Coyote bus.
You're gonna fly here to Burbank, and then we'll drive to San Diego.
Exactly. We'll film down.
All right, Megabus. Let's Megabus.
It'll take like 3 days.
I got a CRV. We get all fit in.
Listen, people do this shit. This shit is Mexico pays for dental school for people, right? It's subsidized. Land is cheap. It's the same level of care you get in America for.
Well, without a doubt,
60% off.
I'm 100% down for this.
So
I would love to make more like video vlog type stuff with you guys.
Well, I mean, for one, I gotta make sure I can get Mo to Witters or Fire Spot and people to pitch in for the teeth fund or whatever. Make sure I get. Make sure I don't have to get fucking stuff.
Yeah,
get
all these are Tom and Dan sponsors.
Yeah, well, I mean, we might. Yeah, well,
you're friends with Mo, right?
Mo DeWitt sponsored my car.
Yeah,
but also, I mean, again,
Fire
TikTok
Spot.
famous, baby. I'm blowing up, even though I'm bad at the algorithm and keep getting shadow banned. $82,000 something dollars.
When you did that,
I still didn't see the tank though. I don't know where the tank's at.
No, it don't exist no more.
What happened to the what happened to the tank? And
I told that 1,000. My dad got me he didn't get a good title, and I could never title it. And Tom and Dan kept fucking around about getting it wrapped, and never wanted to get it wrapped. And a fucking hurricane came, and I couldn't get it out of the fucking storage lot place, and the storage lot kept it.
That's right.
My dad, the fucking back of the title was signed over to someone that didn't finish doing it. So I drove home from Alabama with no tag on it, with an open hole with a gun parapet built on top. And then Tom and Anna kept going, "Hey man, where are we gonna get this thing wrapped? Where are we gonna get this thing wrapped?" And I drove it to pay my rent.
We're slowly watching Richard get out of the frame.
And the reason why we had to rush it because my dad and them were gonna paint Nazi shit on it. He was wanting to make it fucking a German tank camouflage themed, and I was like, "We can't have that."
Yeah,
but I hope that their $500 would make my fucking GoFundMe go viral, and it didn't. And I just got the $500 out of them, and I just got a truck that I paid for that just had a gun pit put in the top of it. And then Winter Park told me I can't drive around with no tag. And he let me call. The cop was cool, and he let me call a tow truck because he said, "You broke down, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." So, yeah, it was his first day.
Damn. All right.
Seriously, it was his first day on the job. And when his supervisor got there, he asked me what was going on. I said, "Oh, I broke down." So,
I mean,
he told me flat out,
I've driven
like,
a car with no tag to the DMV before, so I'm been.
Well, this was at 2:00 in the morning, and I was creeping down off Park Avenue looking for. I had just left a property management place to pay my rent.
Oh yeah, you don't want to creep down Park Avenue.
Well, the dude that was staying with me, the dude that was staying at the house while I went out west to Portland or whatever, that trip I took in 2016, he forgot to drop off the rent. So I came home to a 3-day notice, and I was like, well, I can't have the fucking, because I'm not actually on the lease of this apartment. I can't have the fucking, I can't defend this.
Yep. Well.
And I should have taken Uber, but I had this truck. So yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta shit. So follow our social medias and all.
Every time I come, it's a shit emergency with him.
Damn, he is fucking peaced out.
What's the fastest? He's like,
he knows how to quit a podcast.
It's now an emergency.
Damn. All right, man. I guess that was the end of the show.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye. It was fun.
See all of you again. I'll be back
you too.
anytime you guys want to put up with me.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Guys.
Anytime, yeah.
Bye.